again. I have something that I want to tell you guys, and it's very important. Listen to me when I tell you this. Energy vampires, narcissists, and all that, gang stalkers, the stuff like that you see, they feed off your energy, right? This is why some people they might cut a certain way around you, or people might be loud around you, or some people might say certain things, or they they feed off a reaction, right? So never go back and forth with somebody who's operating that way, with a narcissist, energy vampire, anybody, because they feed off that. They want your reaction. They need a piece of your energy. Don't give it to them. They starve that way. So what I want to tell you is, especially men and women too, but men in the flesh, right? When you are, because you always gotta rely on the Most High, of course, for everything. So when you're a person who isn't lusting no more, right? And you fighting that, right? You're like, you. The longer you hold off of that, the more tired you become when you see videos of girls twerking and showing their body, or even when you go outside and you see them start coming around your path, revealing themselves, or walking a certain way, or looking how they're looking at you because it's spiritual. But the longer you just ignore it, pay it no mind, you just go about your day, right? Because temptation is everywhere, right? Temptation. You have to get tempted. It's everywhere. And it's every day that you get tempted. Either it's in person when you go outside, or when you alone and you on social media. Here comes reels and here comes stuff of things you ain't asking for. But of course, it got to be a girl twerking or showing her body part. And you like, okay, so listen to me. Here's what happens when you do not feed and give off the any reaction that these energy vampires want, the spirits, right? Because it's spiritual warfare, right? What you see when they're no longer being able to get a reaction out of you, because that's what they want, and when you're ignoring they will begin to attack you or try to get you in your dreams. You start seeing more dreams in the realm. So let's say, okay, you going outside. Now you ain't lusting. Now you ain't doing none of that. Now you walking, enjoying your day. Here comes the girls that you see across your path, right? Because you're spiritual. So you start seeing those who's coming across you with the spirit, right? The lust spirit, the Jezebel, the Delilah, the succubus. You start seeing people's, like I told you, once you stop looking at this and you start seeing from beyond it, and you start being like, okay, I'm no longer looking at flesh. I'm looking at, okay, what you carrying on. I'm gonna feel what you got on. So as you going about your day, once you see that ain't nothing working, or the things that they're trying to do, or stopping to talk to you, or even cut in front of you, to walk in front of you with the ponytail swinging, and they jogging in front of you, dressing a certain way, bending over, sexual conversations, or the girls is doing certain things, and don't get it twisted out here, ladies and gentlemen, start being more aware and discerning, put a hedge of protection, because now they're putting instead of having, you got normal pheromones that come out, now they're putting love spells and their little fragrances like colognes, and they putting it here, and on their necks a pheromones. It's a fragrance in there to get you like, huh, huh. It's a love potion. If you start to notice this when the weather's getting warm, they're doing the tactics out here. So anyway, when you are not engaging in that, ignoring that, as they walking past you and you just minding your business, you ain't even looking, and you seeing what they're trying to do, but you see how their eyes and their face changes. It's like the spirit is looking at you that's in them to get your attention because they feel your energy, your light, right? So when you're no longer giving it no mind, and when you're on social media and you see the stuff popping up of reels and stuff of people, girls or whatever, talking sexual or doing sexual things, you just scroll like, okay, I'm not gonna pay no mind to it no more. I'm not gonna feed into it, or whatever. And then of course when people try to talk to you or say slick comments to get you out of your skin, or maybe they might bump you if they jogging or accidentally to get you out of character, but you pay no mind to none of this stuff. This is when they're gonna try to get you in your dream. They're like, oh, I can't have this person have sex with me in the physical, in the flesh. I can't tempt this person. I'm trying so hard to get this person's attention. I'm sending all the honey traps. I'm sending every person that they like their way. They're ignoring it. Having people be beside them, bending over, talking sexual. I can't even get them on social media. Okay, cool. When they go to sleep in the realm, now they're gonna try to have sex with you in your dream, the spirits. So you might see faces you might know or don't know. It's the spirits. The spirits putting themselves as faces too. Remember, God gives you dreams. The devil gives you dreams too. Both of them do. You gotta discern, right? Which is which. So if they can't get you in the physical, they're gonna try to get you in the spiritual. They're gonna try to have sex with you in your dreams because it's not working in the physical when you're awake, walking out throughout your day. You ain't feeding and giving the attention to any of the women that's either trying to talk to you or be around you to give that energy. Be like, damn, she look good, or she's walking in front of me. Damn, her body. You ain't paying no mind to none of that, and you just scrolling. They be like, all right, gonna go in a dream. Now you finding yourself in a dream and you saying, damn, why are these people in my dream? Or now this person's trying to talk to me or be seductive in my dream or trying to have sex with me in the dream. They try to get you to come into an agreement with them in the dreams if they can't get you in the physical. And sometimes you might see yourself in the dream casting out demons in the dream too. You see yourself fighting back in the dreams too. Mm-hmm. You see yourself fighting back in dreams, yo. You see yourself casting out demons. You see yourself calling out witches, warlocks in dreams too. The dark ones. You start calling them out in dreams. You be like, yo, what is going on? And it's a dream. But the real stuff is in the dream. It's in the dream. And let's say if the dream is negative and there's a reaction out of it, like, because sometimes witches and warlocks, the dark ones, they try to come into your dream to feed you in a dream or try to get you to come into agreement with them in a dream or might try to chase you. Stuff you might start seeing with symbols and those, they try to get you in the dream to come into agreement that way, or they try to swap or do something with you or come into an agreement so that way you could be part of them or their lineage through a dream. The second you have a dream like that, I don't care what it is, you wake up. The second you wake up from that dream, you go to the Most High God. You can say this in your mind or out loud too, but in your mind, right? You bind and rebuke all negative dreams. Any dream that was negative, you bind it, you rebuke it in Yeshua's name and send it to the lake. You tell the Most High God, rebuke it, bind it. Capture every negative thought, every negative dream, take it, capture. Bind it, block it, dismantle it, throw it out to the Most High God in your mind. Because dreams is just dreams too. Yes, you could get warnings. God gives you warnings. God gives you signs. God shows you certain things that hasn't happened yet. You might see yourself casting out demons or fighting things. That there's stuff that happens. And then, of course, when the devil gives you dreams, it be lies too. So all that stuff you be seeing, you be like, it's just stuff to try to mess with your head too. It's like it be lies too. By using people, it's both. It's both. It comes from both sides. It comes from both sides, man. It's real like that. But I just wanted to let you know, if if you are doing good, because you can't do it alone when you rely on the Most High, right? If you ain't feeding into that lust, if you ain't giving into it, if you ain't flirting, if you ain't sleeping around and you fighting that, man, and you ignoring every girl that's coming your way, not saying like you're gonna be but you see the ones that, you see the honey traps that come across your way, that be sent by the spirit, spiritually wise, the ones that be sent, that be feeling that. I told you 40 days, 40 nights, right? Semen retention. Uh-oh. The sex demons come out, the succubuses and all that energy. You see them come out. Those. So when you ignoring all of that, paying no mind to it, and especially those who try to get a reaction out of you, that's trying to fight with you or say slick comments or be like, yeah, this is this and that, and you ignoring all of that, or the people who ride bikes beside you, or all of a sudden as they riding a bike and they go past you, they might do a crazy just to get a reaction to try to, when you see people how they moving, spiritually wise, not the flesh, spiritually wise. And it's only the ones who's gonna try to do this are the gangstokers, the monitoring spirits, familiar spirits. It's those that's operating on low negativity, the unhealed, the attention seekers, the narcissists, manipulate those like that. Especially the dark witches and whatnot that feed off energy that want that too. Like, it's only gonna be coming from those kind of people that seek and want energy. Like, you're gonna see it from that. But just know, when you avoid things in the flesh, when you avoiding the temptation when it comes and you like, I'm not giving into it, whatever it is, when you ain't giving no reaction, No arguments. You ain't arguing back with somebody. You just cutting off the cutting the ties. You see this person's texting you and it's negative, you block and you keep it moving. You see them trying to whatever is coming your way, whatever's around you, and you ignoring it when they can't get a reaction. Do you know that they starve when they can't get a reaction out of you? They starve because they need your energy. They need it. They just need something out of you, a reaction, or for you to sleep with them too, just so that they could get your energy and you could come into agreement. When you are not doing these things, that's when you're gonna get a lot of that in your dreams, yo. They're gonna try to have sex with you in your dream. They're gonna try to feed you in the dream. They're gonna try to have you come into agreement some way, somehow in a dream. Not only with sex, but they might do certain things or create scenarios in a dream for you to come into agreement when you might see certain bloodlines and people. Like it gets deep like that in the spiritual realm. When that happens, yo, as soon as you wake up out of that, start talking to the Most High God in your mind. Start binding and start rebuking the negative thought. Capture it. Capture that negative thought. Capture that negative dream. Bind it, block it, rebuke it, send it back. Yo, stop. It's real. I'm proud of you. I'm proud of you. Keep doing what you're doing and keep seeking the Most High God. I'm proud of you. I gotta let you know and tell you that I'm proud of you because I know that you don't hear it a lot from people. I'm proud of you. Keep doing your thing.